guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to do a trade recap. So I accidentally forgot to hit record on my screen, so I wasn't able to live record these trades. But I traded Tesla on Tuesday, November 16th, and I traded it twice. I scalped it twice, and I made around $12,000. I actually took a loss on Rivian, so I took 3 trades that day. One of them was a loss with Rivian, and 2 of them were profitable with Tesla. On the day, I made around $12,000. So I'll just walk through kind of how I used to. I'll walk you guys through my trades. I'll show you guys my entries and exits and all of that good stuff. And as always, if you guys want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on those post notifications. Before we start the video, I just want to say I'm trying some new lighting in my room. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but hopefully you guys like it. We'll see when I post the video. Also, a lot of you have been complaining about the echo that is in my videos. I need to get a new mic. I've been putting it off, but I will get a new mic. And if you guys have any tips or tricks on how to get rid of the echo, or if I'm not using my mic correctly, comment down below and let me know. And yeah, let's get started. All right guys, so let's get started with the video. So first, what I want to show you guys is my game plan that I had for Tuesday when I took my trade on Tesla. So usually how I base my watch list is based off of news. So any stocks that have catalysts behind them, any news behind them, those are the ones that I usually put on the top of my watch list or on my watch list for the day. So you can see some of the stocks that are on my watch list for the day that day. So Tesla was one of them because Elon Musk had sold some more Tesla shares. So I put it on watch just to see how it would react to that. I also had my price targets on it here. So you can see Tesla, I was waiting for Tesla calls above 1020 and puts below 978. So my initial entry would have been 1020. And then on the downside, my initial entry would have been 978, whatever broke first. So I did take Tesla calls. And at that 120, after that 120 break, Tesla actually had a wick to fill to 1036 on the day. I had a pre-market wick, I think it was, or a wick on the 15-minute that I had to fill to 1036. So that would have been my initial price target on it. And then I had additional price targets after it broke that, after it filled the wick to 1036. All right, guys, so this is Tesla's chart on that Tuesday. So in my charting video, I told you guys that every day when I build my watch list, I first look at the stock on the 15-minute time frame, and then I work my way down or up depending on if it has moved significantly after hours or in the pre-market. So I started looking at the 15-minute time frame here on Tesla, and you can see this was Monday's price action for Tesla. This was the pre-market action before Tuesday. So this was really what I was looking at, and you can see that Tesla had a level at 1020, and then above 1020 it had this wick to fill up to around 1030, it looked like 1031, and then this wick to fill up to 1036. Yeah, so that was my next level on it. If it broke 1020, Tesla could potentially move all the way up to 1036 to fill both of these wicks up on the 15-minute time frame. So my initial entry to the upside was going to be that 1020. So let's go ahead and take a look at my entries. So I'm going to go to the 1-minute chart here. Okay, so this is Tesla on the 1-minute chart on Tuesday. And if we look at my entries, okay, so this is my P&L on the day. And then this was my entries and exits. So I initially entered Tesla at 933. My first entry was at 933, and my second my exit on that was at 937, close to 938. So if we look here, and I ended up buying the 1020 calls because that was the level that I was watching, and the 1020 had the most liquidity on its contracts because it had the most volume. And then I had entered at a price of $28.99. So if we look here, so 933. So this was the 933 candle. So I entered close to open, which I don't necessarily do that often unless the stock is breaking a significant level and there's another technical analysis or the price action shows. The reason why I entered and why 1020 was my initial entry was because of the 15-minute time frame, and I saw that it had those wicks to fill above 1020, which is why I was comfortable taking it so close to open, because I did feel like Tesla had a catalyst behind it. The price action was there and the technical analysis was behind it. So it was very simple for me to decide to take this trade closer to open, which I don't usually do. So I entered at 933. It broke that 1020 level. Now, the best entry would have probably been waiting for the confirmation candle here at 934. That way you know that the stock is holding that 1020 level and you wouldn't have gotten faked out just because of the momentum that was there, as well as the NASDAQ was pushing at this time. I did feel comfortable taking it at this candle, but like I said, did I take it at the beginning of this candle? Let's see. Actually took it towards the middle of the candle, so it wasn't right at the open of that candle. I did wait for some momentum and I think volume to come in as well. My initial price target was a 1036 to fill those wicks. I exited at 937 towards the end of this candle. So the reason I exited here, because it did get pretty close to filling those wicks all the way through. I did start to see some indecision between buyers and sellers. Not a lot. There wasn't really a significant reason for me to exit here, except that I wanted to exit into profit. So whenever I scalp, you always want to sell into buying pressure. So if you start to see that the candle is pushing, you see a lot of buyers stepping in, you want to sell into that sell or close your position into that buying pressure, because you optimize your profits that way. Because as that candle is pushing, as the stock is pushing towards your direction, the premium is also pushing, and you want to sell at the top of that premium to optimize your profits. I didn't sell at the top of this premium. I did get out towards like the middle of this candle. I'm sorry, the end of this candle. But again, it was pretty decent profits. The premium went from $28.99 to $34, which is really good. That's a pretty good premium flip there, almost $5. Now, my next trade on Tesla was at 10 o'clock, and I bought Tesla at 10 o'clock. And I bought the 1040 call. So let's see what was going on at that time. So we see that after Tesla filled the wick to 1036, it did end up pulling back. And where did it pull back to? That 1020 level that I had set previously. So remember what we said. If the stock breaks a level of resistance, that resistance then becomes support for the stock. So you can see that the 1020 level then became support for Tesla multiple times, as well as its VWAP here, held its VWAP and held that 1020 level. So if you were to get stuck in Tesla, your 1020 would be your stop loss on it. It is a little bit of a wide stop loss, but sometimes you have to give it that room in order for it to be able to retest properly and then continue on its uptrend if it is on a strong uptrend. On top of that, I think on the 5-minute here, this was actually flagging. Let's double check. Yeah, so you can see on the 5-minute here, whoops, Tesla did end up flagging here, so it was still, okay, it's not gonna let me draw. Weird. All right, Tesla is being weird. So you can see that it was flagging here. So if we draw our trend lines here, Tesla did flag before it continued up. So it was holding its levels, flagged pattern, and then there's another play you could have taken here as well. You could have entered at the flag break as well and taken that pattern play. So let's take a look at where I entered. So I entered at 10 o'clock. So my next entry on Tesla was going to be above 1036, because that was where the wick fill level is, and that's where Tesla did pull back at. So if Tesla continued up, my next entry for Tesla would have been above 1036. So on this second trade, I didn't necessarily wait for the break fully, which was my fault. I should have waited for the break and the hold above 1036 before I entered Tesla. So I entered at 10 o'clock, which you can see this candle didn't fully break that 1036 level, but I did see some volume coming in on Tesla from its higher than the previous volume that was coming in. So I did see some momentum there, and I had my stop set on it. So whenever I enter a trade like this, if I see that the previous level of support, there's a lot of room in between it, I'll use my VWAP as a level of support, and I'll use that as a stop loss. So if the stock breaks and holds below that VWAP, that would be my stop loss. So that was my stop loss on this. You can see Tesla did pull back slightly. There was some selling pressure, but not a lot. Buyers stepped back in and pushed the stock back up. My target on this was a 1045 and 1050. Let me double check what I had here. So 1040, 1042, 1045 were the next targets up. So I did have multiple targets set on Tesla until 1050. And then after 1050 for the day, I didn't have that many targets. But usually Tesla moves in about $3 to $5 increments. So those are the kind of targets you want to set. And of course, every resistance level is going to be a target as the stock continues moving up. So if you have your charts, if you have your stocks charted properly, every level of resistance is going to be the next price target that you should have set. Now you can see here, I did have other levels on here charted for Tesla, which is why I had the 1042, 1045 levels as my next levels after it broke 1036. 1040, 1042, 1045, 1048, and 1050 were my next levels. So those are price targets where you should lock some profit or continuously lock your profit as the stock continues to hit those price targets. You can see that it did go straight up to 1055. I entered at 10 o'clock and I exited this trade at 1007. So I entered here on this candle and I exited on this candle here after it hit that 1045 level. So I did play it to both of my targets, and then right here I did see some selling pressure at 1045. Also, it's a psych level. The whole dollar levels and the 45s, the whole dollar levels and the $5 levels on Tesla tend to be psychological levels, like psych levels that we call them, that I have been saying multiple times. So that's why I was also comfortable taking profit at 1045 after I hit 1045, and I exited at that 1007 candle on Tesla here. Entry at 10, exit as 1007. About a 7-minute trade here, and this went from $24 to $28. So on this candle, because I didn't sell into buying pressure, because I exited on this 1007 candle, and I think I exited towards like as it was pulling back, I ended up giving back some of my profit. If you have your trading plan set up, the stock gives you the levels, it's giving you the breakouts, it's giving you the volume, it has a catalyst behind it, it has momentum, and the market sentiment is behind it. Nasdaq's sentiment was bullish on the day, which helped Tesla with its momentum to the upside as well. So this is I think this is the cleanest price action I have shown you guys recently in the recent months with Tesla. It was very easy to read, very clean, and I did end up calling both of these trades out on my Discord. So whoops. So you can see here, I let them know when I was in Tesla calls, I let them know when I got out, and then the second entry as well, when I got in at the 1036 break, I did let them know as well. So all my targets were set, followed my trading plan, and these were really good setups. Like I said, very easy price action on Tesla. All right guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Before we end the video, I do just want to make one statement. I only have 2 Instagram accounts. One is at Mossy Trades, no dots, no periods, no underscore, and then my other one is at Mossy_HabibiN. So those are my only 2 Instagrams. I don't have any more Instagram pages, and I will never DM you asking you for money ever. I know there's a lot of fake profiles on Instagram and Twitter that are going around, but those are my only accounts. I have a Twitter account, I have an Instagram account, and they are all linked below in the bio. So if you ever have, kind of doubts about an Instagram page, more than likely it's not me. I do respond to all my DMs on Instagram and Twitter for the most part, but I will never message you first. So just please be aware of that, and please don't give your money out blindly to people. That being said, that's it for this week's video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.